Hello and welcome back to another video. Okay, so this is going up on Sunday, even though this is being recorded on Friday, because I always record my Friday, Saturday, Sunday videos all on the same day. One, so I take the weekend off and actually can think of more stuff to do, and also because my brother's going to be in my room Saturday and Sunday, and this is the only time I get the room to myself. So, Sunday, so February 28th, the day of this video going up, spring training games officially start. So Major League Baseball will be officially back. Catchers and pitchers have been reporting to Arizona and Florida respectively and catching COVID and breaking fingers. I'm talking about you, JT Realmuto, and collapsed lungs. I'm talking about you, Sean Murphy. Anyway, not good stuff's been happening. But this is my power rankings. I don't know if it's more of NFL fame, but I wanted to rank the teams from 30th to 1st. So the people at the bottom is going to be the worst team, and the people at the top are going to be the top teams. And at the end, I will put my prediction of how I think the divisions are going to be laid out. A lot of moves happened this offseason, so let's dive into it. And the 30th spot, we had the Pittsburgh Pirates, okay? They are in my division, the NL Central, and I'm disappointed about that. They are so bad. They got rid of Jameson Tyrone, Joe Musgrove, Josh Bell, everyone not named Brian Hayes, and apparently Adam Frazier's there too. Chad Kuhl is your ace, you have a problem. Richard Rodriguez is your best reliever, you got a problem. If John Ryan Murphy is still your catcher, you got a problem. This team is not going to be very good at all. Next, the Texas Rangers. The Rangers are in an interesting spot. They traded away Lance Lynn for Dane Dunning, who looks to be very good. Had a pretty good 2020. You have Joey Gallo, the reigning defending Gold Glover, so that good job on him. And Joey Gallo need to come back to form. I don't think they re-signed Sim Choo Choo. You have Isaiah Pinafalafa at third base with the Gold Glove, but Matt Chapman got hurt halfway through the season, so you take that as what you will. And the Rangers could be some kind of not a wild card team to make the wild card, like the playoff, but it's very hard to predict where they're going to finish, so that's why I sort of put them near the bottom. Another team, the Diamondbacks. Okay, I am being 28th, but I don't know if they should be 28th or in the top 15, because last year I thought they would be super good. I mean, Carson Kelly, Christian Walker, with Ketel Marte, Nick Ahmed, and Eduardo Escobar, with some David Peralta, Cole Calhoun, and Starling Marte in the outfield before they traded him with Madison Bumgarner, Zach Gallen, Luke Weaver, Mike Leake before he sat out, Robbie Ray before they traded him. That sounds like a pretty good. And then they had Archie Bradley. They had a couple of other, but they, on paper last year, they looked to be so good, and they were so bad in 2020. They were so bad. So I have no clue where to put this team. So that's why I'm putting them in the bottom. I don't know. They could be better than the Rockies. They could be even worse than they were last year. But moving on, we have the Detroit Tigers. Now I still haven't finished at the bottom of the division, but they even made some moves. Wilson Ramos, Jose Urena, Robbie Grossman, some moves. Re-signed Jonathan Schoop. Casey Mize is on his way up. You drafted Spencer Torkelson, and you have Terrence Screwball. So the future is starting to look good. And you also signed AJ Hinch. So you got a good coach, some nice pieces coming up. You're going to want to forget this season just like 2020 and 2019, but it's weird. It's weird what the Tigers are going through. Next, we have the Baltimore Orioles. I thought they would be better than the Red Sox, but a lot of people are saying that the Red Sox will be back, that they will rebound, and so I put the Orioles at the bottom. So, it's weird. I never wanted to think that hard to predict. They were really in it. They were playing somewhat good baseball. Without Trey Mancini coming back from cancer. What's his name? Dean Kramer. You still have John Means. I don't know where Michael Gibbons went. Austin Hayes, Pedro Severino, Adley Rutschman in your prospect system, so it's real interesting. Next, we had the Rockies trading Nolan Arenado, Daniel. Oh God, David Dahl went to the Rangers, and Daniel Murphy retired. Ian Desmond sitting out this season as well, and so the Rockies should be worse than the Diamondbacks. But the Diamondbacks were so disappointing last year, I don't even know anymore. Next, we had the Boston Red Sox. Chris Sale's coming back. We don't know when or how good he's gonna be. But Eduardo Rodriguez is still there. You traded Andrew Benintendi, though. Alex Verdugo, I expect to be amazing once again. I really like Alex Verdugo. He really not filled the shoes of Mookie Betts because by two completely different players, but Alex Verdugo is still he turned out to be really good in only his third technical season, whatever. Next, we have the Mariners. It's weird. They really have some young stuff coming up. Julio Rodriguez and Jared Kelenic. With the president of the Mariners just stepping down because of the things he said in that interview, will they come up in 2021 now? If they hired a new guy and they know that they're gonna get backlash for it, they continue to hold them down the minors anyway. So would they bring up Julio Rodriguez and Jared Kelenic in 2021 instead of 2022 or 2023? So we'll have to see, but they should be better than the Rangers at least. Now we got the Philadelphia Phillies. Now the Phillies are an interesting team. They got all sorts of weird. They got Brandon Kinkler. They got Natalie Feliz, who I haven't heard of in 10 years since he won the Rookie of the Year with the Rangers. Oh God, Jose Mateo? No, someone else. Jesus Luzardo, I think his name is. Re-signing JT Realmuto and Didi Gregorius, but it's interesting what the Phillies are doing. I mean, Aaron Nola, still have Bryce Harper, Rhys Hoskins. The Phillies should be a real interesting team. Next, we have my Chicago Cubs, and the Cubs are a dumpster fire. I hate to admit, but we are a dumpster fire. If the Pirates weren't in our division, we would be at the bottom of our division. Oh, we lost 6 players and got back Brandon Woodruff, Jock Peterson. I'm forgetting. Austin Romine came from somewhere. Philip Irvin came from somewhere. And I'm forgetting someone. But the Cubs, we are so bad. We are so bad this year. Next, the Los Angeles Angels. Mike Trout and company. Yeah, Joe Adele, Anthony Rendon, David Fletcher. You lost Andrelton Simmons, but you got Jose Iglesias. So, that's not really helping much with the bat. But Mike Trout is always a factor. But it's like the one-man carry job, and we'll get to that. I'll further on that in a second, but you traded for Alex Cobb, and you still have Dylan Bundy. Do you even still have Julio Teheran? What kind of pitching is on this team? Felix Pena is still coming out of the bullpen for you? Andrew Heaney? I don't even know what the Angels are doing. You picked up Jose Quintana and Kurt Suzuki. That makes you World Series contenders. But speaking of one-man carry job, we have Mike Trout on the Angels and Christian Yelich on the Brewers. Now, I hate putting the Brewers above the Cubs in the standing because the Brewers are my least favorite team, but you have to face reality. I feel like Christian Yelich is going to rebound, but that's about it. Corbin Burns is a nice pitcher, but I think he got hurt or something. Devin Williams from reliever of the year and rookie of the year, and Josh Hader, but that's at the end of the game. What are you going to do for the main part? Do they still have Brett Anderson? Do they have any other starting pitcher other than Corbin Burns? Corbin Burns is a beast. I really like him, but you signed Colton Wong, not that good with the bat, but good with the glove. Orlando Arcia, Keston Hiura, and then what? You didn't re-sign what's his name, Ryan Braun, but Lorenzo Cain should be coming back. So good defensively, not much offensively except for Christian Yelich. Next we have the Giants, who surprisingly I think will finish third in their division. They picked up Alex Wood. They picked up re-signed Kevin Gossman, who low-key was underrated. I didn't even know he was that good in 2020, but the Giants picked up some pieces. It's weird what the Giants are going through. It's like, you can go check out the Giants video that I made where I sort of went on this further, where they have a bunch of old talent, but they don't have any real stud to look forward to. Joey Bartz and Patrick Bailey, both catchers, both coming up in the farm system. So it's really interesting. Next, we have the will the Giant be better than? Yeah, the Giants will be better. The Indians will be better than the Giants because the one man wrecking crew, Mike Trout, Christian Yelich, and now we have Jose Ramirez. He is going to carry the Indians in 2021, and it's not gonna be pretty. You traded Francisco Lindor, Carlos Carrasco. You did pick up Eddie Rosario, but it's not looking too good. You do have the reigning Cy Young, Shane Bieber, but it's weird what the Indians are doing. It's like you're trying to rebuild, you're trying to compete, you're trying to do whatever. It's weird. I am switching fourth in the division. Next, we have the Washington Nationals, another interesting team that I don't really know. You know, Matt Scherzer might be on the decline, or I probably shouldn't say that too loud, but he's gonna come and strike me out. Or he's gonna come and strike me out.
12:27 p.m.
Shut up. You still have Strasburg, Corbin. You signed, the dinosaur John Lester. You signed Kyle Schwarber. You still have Trey Turner, Carter Kieboom. It looks good, but you don't know how it's all gonna pan out. Next, we have the Miami Marlins, so I think it's gonna finish right above the National. It's weird. They have a ragtag team. It's weird. Everyone that's on that Marlin team, I pictured them somewhere else. You have Sisto Sanchez, who probably is the best player. Pablo Lopez is underrated as a starting pitcher. But then they signed Adam Duvall, who I picture as a Brave, not a Marlin. Jesus Aguilar, who I picture more of a Brewer and a Rave than a Marlin. Corey Dickerson, who I see as a Pirate, not a Marlin. Starling Marte, who I see as a Pirate or a Diamondback, but not a Marlin. It's weird. In my head, they're just this ragtag group of players that are all thrown together. Like, well, we'll throw you out there. They literally threw a figure skater out there, so I'm not that far off. But the Marlins, people have them dropping back down to the bottom, but I think they're going to be better than the Phillies, and I think they did good. They really surprised some people in 2020, so I think they're going to continue that. They got some more pieces. What's his name? Trevor Rogers. Hopefully he good. But I'm looking forward to that one. Next, we have the Cincinnati Reds. You lost Trevor Bauer, huge hit. Your Cy Young pitcher. They were talking about shopping Luis Castillo. You still have Sonny Gray. Did they lose Anthony DeSclafani? I think they did, actually. But Nicholas Castellanos, Mike Moustakas. Interesting what they're going to do there. I don't think they got a whole lot better. I mean, Sean Doolittle totally makes them better. But it's weird. They did good in 2020. But, I mean, they're not going to have that ace anymore to lead them. So, we'll see. Next, we have the Houston Astros. They're still a good team. Okay, Michael Brantley is coming back for another 2 years. Jordan Alvarez should be back and healthy. 38-year-old Justin Verlander, who I think personally is going to be his last season before he retires. No, I love Justin Verlander, but yeah, I see this being his last season, just like Albert Pujols and Yadier Molina. I see all three of them retiring at the end of this season. Astros. Okay, so yeah, I did Lance McCullers Jr. And Ryan Pressly, Jose Ozuna. What interesting. Elijah Diaz, Carlos. They still have all the pieces. You did lose George Springer, who will hurt. You did pick up Pedro Baez, which helps. So the Astros are an interesting team. The whole AL West is weird. And further with that, we have the Athletics. They lost Marcus Semien to the Blue Jays. They lost Liam Hendricks to the White Sox. Did that make them worse than the Astros? I don't really know. The AL West is the hardest one to predict. Sean Murphy's going to be out because he had that collapsed lung that I mentioned. And then what? Matt Olson, Mark Canha, and then who's your new shortstop? I don't even know. And then Matt Chapman should be back. Ramon Laureano and Steven Piscotty, it's weird what's going on in Oakland, but next, a team that I'm very excited to look forward to is the Kansas City Royals. Okay, they made some moves. Michael A. Taylor is a move. Mike Minor, awesome. Andrew Benintendi, thumbs up. On top of Adalberto Mondesi, hopefully he can get on base and start striking out. 2-hit Whit Merrifield is amazing. Jose Soler come back and hit 50 home runs. This team, the Royals, look like they can be super good. They're not making the playoffs, though. Not even a wild card spot, but they should be excited. I am very excited to see what this Royals team do. They're still gonna get smacked around by the Yankees, Dodgers, Blue Jays team, but they're better than them. But they should be taking care of business against the Indians, Pirates, and Tigers. So I'm very excited for Kansas City baseball. But on the other side of Missouri, we got the Cardinals. It's the 10th best team. I don't know because I kind of before this. The Cardinals. They got Nolan Arenado. Okay, maybe that puts them above the Twins they have right above them, but Nolan Arenado changes everything. And so yeah, Paul Goldschmidt at first, Tommy Edman at second, Paul DeYoung, and Nolan Arenado. Great. With Nolan Gorman still coming up, Dylan Carlson hopefully comes back and have a good. What you even call that a sophomore season already? But he played what? I don't even know. 25 games in 2020 out of 60, so that'd be real interesting what they're gonna do for Dylan Carlson. They did ship off Dexter Fowler, but Tyler O'Neill would be still improving. Harrison Bader's still a good player, and then Jeff Flaherty, Adam Wainwright, who might be on that list of retirees too, along with Yadier Molina. But I mean, do they have Andrew Kisner? Is that the catcher they're gonna bring up now to trade places with Yadier? Because I don't think they re-signed Matt Wieters, and he's old as well, so we'll see. Next, the team I mentioned, the Twins. Now, they did re-sign Nelson Cruz. They got Andrelton Simmons and J.A. Happ, along with they already having Josh Donaldson, Miguel Sano. They did lose Eddie Rosario, but they have Max Kepler. This team it's interesting. The Twins should be a good team. I think once again making a playoff and once again losing in the divisional round. I don't think they did anything to sort of boost them into the next one. Kenta Maeda, can he repeat what he did last year? I don't know if they re-signed Jake Odorizzi or they still have Jose Barrios, but they are looking pretty interesting. But they didn't make that move. They didn't get the Bauer. They didn't get the Springer. Anything to put them at the top of their division and get them stop being swept by the Yankees. Jeez. This is going to be like the third year in a row. Next, we have the Tampa Bay Rays. You traded away Blake Snell. You lost Charlie Morton. What are you doing? Now, Charlie Morton's like a 36, but Blake Snell, he's a freaking former Cy Young, but you even lost Hunter Renfroe to the Red Sox. But what this team does have is Randy Arozarena. Will be able to repeat what he did in the playoff? We'll see. Manuel Margot, Kevin Kiermaier, all those supporting pieces from the 2020 postseason is coming back. Luis Patino should be a good reliever that they picked up in that Blake Snell trade, but we'll have to see. Tyler Glasnow apparently been working on some new pitches, so hopefully he'll come back better than ever. But yeah, speaking of coming back better than ever, we got the Mets. Luis Severino should be back around the All-Star game. But the Mets picked up Francisco Lindor, Carlos Carrasco, Joey Lucchesi, among them, Trevor May from the Twin, along with re-signing Marcus Stroman. They did a lot. James McCann as well. But they traded away Steven Matz, but they still have David Peterson, who are a little underrated. They did not re-sign Ray Porcello. But Jacob deGrom is the real thing. And Conforto is going to continue to rake the real deal Jeff McNeil. I'm in love with Jeff McNeil. They are going to be so good. Next, we have the Toronto Blue Jays. George Springer, Kirby Yates, Marcus Semien, Tyler Chatwood, Steven Matz. On top of Hyun-Jin Ryu, on top of Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Kevin Biggio, Bo Bichette, this team is stacked to the brim. They are so good, okay? The Toronto Blue Jays, more like are they going back to Buffalo? The Buffalo Blue Jays? I don't know. But they are stacked. I love the Blue Jays. They should be so good. Next, the White Sox. Liam Hendriks, having the reigning MVP, I almost said Jose Iglesias. Oh my, that'd be a spectacle. Jose Abreu, thank you. Tim Anderson, Nick Madrigal, Luis Robert, Eloy Jimenez. You know everyone is good. Lucas Giolito might win the Cy Young. You never know. Next, we have the Atlanta Braves. The Braves are good. Charlie Morton going to the Braves. Re-sign Marcell Ozuna. They have done everything. They are looking so scary. Having Freddie Freeman, it looks so good. The Braves are gonna be so good. Next, third, best team is gonna be the Padres. Okay, Yu Darvish, Blake Snell. Do I have to list off every single move they made? Still have Denison Lamet, who's underrated. I wish they had Mike Clevenger, and they would be even better. They signed some reliever. They got back Jurickson Profile. They signed the guy from Japan. They extended Fernando Tatis Jr. for the next 25 years. It feels like, basically. But they are gonna be so good. The Yankees are next. DJ LeMahieu coming back. Corey Kluber, hopefully he's good. Every single ever player on that team, up and down, from Kyle Higashioka, you know what I mean, to Aaron Judge, will he stay healthy? Will Stanton be able to stay healthy? But they look monstrous, like destruction. But the team I have winning the World Series is the Los Angeles Dodgers. Trevor Bauer sort of sealed it. It was always the debate, who's better, Padres or Dodgers? The Dodgers won that clearly. When they got Trevor Bauer, you re-signed Justin Turner. You did lose TK Hernandez and Josh Peterson, but I would rather have Trevor Bauer over both those guys. So for my division standings real quick, in the AL West, the Rangers, then the Mariners, then the Angels, Astros, and Athletics. The Athletics at the top. Next, the 5th place Orioles, Red Sox, the Tampa Bay Rays, the Blue Jays, and the Yankees winning the division in the AL East. In the AL Central, the Tigers at the bottom, then the Indians, then the Royals. Again, very excited to see some Kansas City baseball. And then the Twins and the White Sox finishing at the top with all their new addition. Next, AL West, Diamondbacks, very hard to predict, with the Rockies, who lost Nolan Arenado, the Giants, Padres, and Dodgers at the top of that division. In the East, the Phillies, Nationals, then the Marlins. I think they're going to be in 3rd. Then the Mets, and then the Braves at the top, and then the Pirates, my freaking Cubs, in 4th place. The Brewers, Reds, and the Cardinals winning the NL Central. I hope you enjoyed this one, and this will be updated monthly or something like that. I'm doing this now, so this is going up February 28th, and then I'm going to redo this April 1st after spring training is over, and then maybe the 1st of every month after that, but we'll see. But, hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. Oh, great.
Switch on. Close. Button.
Thanks, 20% alert.
Stop recording.